your Dayton Rugby Flying Pigs. Number 1, the loose head prop, Steve Butler. Number 2, the hooker, Kutze Uzoriwa. Number 3, the tight head prop, Tom Greer. Number 4, the line, Matt Tracy. Number 5, the line, Mike Ryan. Number 6, the blindside flicker, Joe Salah. Number 7, the open side flicker, Nick Manfred. Number 8, Frank Harris. Number 9, the scrum half, Ryan Moeller. Number 10, the fly half, DJ King. Number 11, the left wing, Matthias Tonin. Number 12, the inside center, Dayton Glenn. Number 13, the outside center, John Hoskin. Number 14, the right wing, Matt Rutledge. Number 15, the fullback, Reza Gregorian. And your coach, Jamie Stakerski. I'm Lipinski.
Steve Butler.
And here we are with the Dayton Area Rugby Club. We're taking on the Toledo Celtics in a not so pretty day out here. It's definitely cold and windy and nasty, but either way, just a great weather for rugby.
Yeah, blustery conditions. It's going to have an effect on the game.
You definitely see a lot more ball in hand type work, more higher percentage rugby as the ball's going to be slippery. Dayton set to receive the ball. Toledo set to kick.
The referee currently is just doing a count of players, making sure that the Toledo guys have only put 15 players on the field. You got to watch those players from Toledo.
Well, you can't help the Toledo school system for not teaching them how to count. So, here we are. We're getting set to go. Referee did also check the Dayton side, just to be honest. Want to make sure that Nary was counting them, just to make sure that everything's good. And there's the whistle, and we're set to go. Good kick. Looks like Frank's going to take the ball and field it. Nice work by Frank. Loves to throw that shoulder in, get an extra meter or two.
The wayward pass at the beginning and picked up and cleaned up by John Hoskett with a nice booming kick downfield.
And already Toledo's backpedaling a bit, puts the ball out of bounds, and Dayton's all ready to start this thing off with great field position.
And really that comes down to the pressure that Dayton gave us. They came downfield, forcing Toledo just to clear the kick and get it out of bounds. So let's see if our lineouts have improved from last week.
Dayton's lineouts definitely look better that second half, and I'm sure you guys went over that during practice, and let's see if it pays off. Definitely a lot better than last week to start off. Great work there.
Here we do a switch. It's Butler coming in and managed to get it off to Muzo.
A great hustle by Steve Butler and Muzo. And now to Frank Harris, who's got some support. Oh, a little bit of bad ball handling there by Dayton. It gets out, but Akron likewise. Dayton with the ball back. It looked like it might have been a knock on Akron, but I didn't see anything. Although it looks like he's got advantage marked, so. Dayton with a chance here to score early. And a nice switch there between DJ and Dave Glenn.
Here's Ryan telling the guys where he wants them.
And gives the ball to Steve Butler. Not much there, but was able to pass it out to Mike Ryan, who got a little bit. Good ball control between Steve and Mike.
There's, I believe, Matt Tracy taking it in. And the forwards really are coming together nicely and setting things up. And here's the back switching the sides of the field.
DJ taking some guys with him, breaking some tackles, and it gives a chance for Ryan Moeller to score. And wow, just 3 minutes into the game, we've got a score of 5-0, and lined up right underneath the post. It should be an easy kick.
That's right. Ryan Moeller, nice support, great pass, great communication, and Dayton comes away with 5 points.
So really good to see that the forwards able to drive the ball and really set up an easy one for the backs who, through breaking some tackles and did a great job on their own, were able to put the ball in. And just overall, pretty good old-fashioned rugby there by Dayton.
It was a nice sequence, going downfield, coming away with the points. Let's hope we're going to get more of this today.
And no, what you'd think would be a chip shot actually went under a little bit of pressure there by Toledo. And unfortunately, that's just going to be 5-0 Dayton. Really can't afford to miss those.
Yeah, we can give Ryan a break on that one, because he did make the kick into the wind last week to tie the game against Akron. So I'll give him that. We're 5 points up. I'm happy there. I'm sure Dayton, we're out to get more points, and we'll do well. They're going to do well today. I've got a good feeling.
And here comes the kick. And it looks like they're switching sides of the field this time, trying to avoid Frank Harris, which I would too. Muzo with a nice throw and able to get some extra meters there. Got some great support. Back off to George. George with a nice drive. Mike Ryan to help cover up. Ryan Moeller. Looks like some offsides there by Toledo, but it wasn't called.
Yeah, Dayton's securing the ball well with the forwards. If we're going to play like this and keep that ball secure, it's going to be a good day.
Nice boot by DJ King. The ball came back, but we definitely gained a good 20 meters off that exchange. Dayton will take that all day long. Dayton's going to get the line out just inside the territory of Toledo. Ryan Moeller with the throw. It's good to see Ryan back out there, having some problems last week versus Akron, and Frank substituted in, and Ryan's back out there, so they must have confidence in him to get the job done. And sure enough, he does. Ryan with some great ball handling. Great work by the backs there, and John just driving forward, still on his feet, out to George. Nice run by Dayton. That was a good 30-meter advance. And still going, and does he score? Looks like they're going to call that back. It looked clean to me, but I don't see anybody indicating a score, and it looks like the referee is going to bring it back.
I have no idea what he's indicating there. Maybe there's a forward pass.
Well, it looks like they're setting up for a scrum.
And it's going to be Toledo's ball, so I think it was a forward pass that he was calling.
What an unfortunate series of events. Dayton with a great drive there from the backs, but unfortunately a bad pass will do that for you. And Dayton was able to put some pressure on that scrum. Looks like they're going to reset it though.
The big test was last week against Akron. Akron has a stronger scrum than Toledo. Dayton managed to fare okay against them. They've been working at practice in the scrum, so we'll see what they can do to Toledo today.
And here we set up for another scrum.
It looks like maybe a foot up in the scrum. The hookers aren't allowed to strike for the ball early, so it looks like it's going to be a free kick to Toledo.
An unfortunate series of events for Dayton. Had a great opportunity to score, but just some bad ball management and not paying attention cost them a little bit. And that I don't think that's going to be a knock. That went backwards, and a nice move. And
nice support by Reza. That was a nice run. Fortunate that we didn't get the ball stolen there. I mean, Dayton just seems to be on the rampage today. I mean, any slight break and we're all over it. So very encouraged by the start of this game.
Referee stops the play there for a second. It's going to give Dayton a penalty here.
The We'll be asking Frank what he wants to do.
The referee just clearing up for Toledo what the problem was. And looks like Ryan Muller's just going to go for the yardage here and take it out of bounds. Well, this will be a line out for Dayton, whose lineouts have looked much, much better today. And let's see what they can do with it. Be here to score. So, Steve, during the week in between last week and this week, were you guys able to work on the lineouts? Because it definitely looks like you have.
There was some emphasis on lineouts at practice. Trying to tighten things up, get the timing, and it really does come down to timing, just getting the guy in the air at the same time that the ball gets there. And we have spent some time on that, yes.
Definitely looks like it's paying off because so far you guys been 100% on the lineouts. Looks like trying to drive in the ball here. It's moving forward pretty well. Looks like Steve Butler's out there leading the pack. Ryan Muller calls for the ball, gets it out to the backs. DJ fakes to Dave Glenn. Not much there. Able to hold on and secure a ruck. Ryan Muller to pass the ball out. Not much there at all. Great timing for the Toledo defense. Dayton's going to try again. Just good ball in hand rugby by Dayton. Not too pretty, but it works.
Oh, the only thing here is we're taking too long to set up and get the ball moving.
Looks like some hands in there.
Yeah, a guy either in from the side or just putting his hands in when they weren't supposed to, so it looks like Dayton's going to get a penalty here right in front of the post. I would imagine we're going to kick it. Who knows?
If Frank's holding onto the ball pretty tight, and I don't see Ryan Muller stepping up to the plate, so it looks like they're going to... Oh, no. It's going to be a scrum to Dayton. That's kind of odd.
It's really not a bad call. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad call. We're 10 meters out. Take a scrum, you suck in all their forwards and put all their big guys in one place and give an opportunity for us to run something off the scrum.
Dayton doing a good job of controlling the scrum. A little bit of collapse there, but it didn't stop anything. Ryan Muller with the ball out to the back.
Switching the side of the field there.
DJ with some room and some nice move off to John. John able to keep onto the ball. Setting up a maul. Dayton's pushing forward. Might have something here. The ball comes down. Ryan Muller passes out. Nice aggressiveness by the Toledo defense, but Ryan's still able to hold on to the ball.
I would say the guy was diving over the top there, and
it looks like the referee thought so too.
He's just giving them the scrum.
Was there a knock? Or?
Yeah, I think as he hit Ryan, the ball got knocked, but I think he dove over the top. I would have been looking for a penalty for that move.
And actually, it's no, it's the Toledo put-in, so I'm pretty confused there. So, here we are, Toledo with the ball out. Nice hustle and defense by Ryan Muller. And the ball is blocked, goes right to Dave Glenn. Dave Glenn got some support there, but probably not as much as you'd like until now. Nice rucking by Dayton. Ball out. Ooh, bad ball handling by Mike Ryan, but we're able to hold on to it. And it looks like the referee's going to push Toledo back a bit.
It's a scrum down, Dayton ball. I mean, we're down here. We're spending a lot of time in their 22, just outside the goal line. I would hope that we're going to come away with some more points here. It's been looking very promising for Dayton. Scrum's engaged.
And not too pretty of a scrum there. We're going to reset so no one gets hurt. Well, let's try for a... be a third attempt. Now they're going to give Dayton the ball here. Dayton pushing forward, got plenty of momentum. Looked like a pick and go by Frank. Couldn't quite get anywhere. Probably see another one here.
The guy's offside. He's coming from the side. He's not coming from the back foot.
And it definitely came in from the side there. And it didn't get called.
That big number five. That big number 5 right there should have so many marks down his back and along his side there for laying over the ball like that.
Referee having a few words with Toledo for that, but definitely didn't come in through the gate, and should have been a little educated by Dayton for that one. Well, here we go at another attempt. Let's see if Dayton can drive this in. Definitely, it's nice to be down at that end of the field, but you like to see some points for it. And if you thought there was any wind out there, you can definitely see it in the background today. And, Dayton with some ball control problems here, but able to keep onto it. Steve Butler with the pickup. Not much support there. Finally gets some, able to wrestle it down and places it towards Dayton. Ball back out. Over to John. George in support.
This is really good driving rugby. I mean, we're keeping the ball in tight. We're driving hard. We're forcing Toledo to make error upon error. And unfortunately, Toledo's going to get the ball, but the way Dayton's playing, it's not going to be long before we get it back.
So here we go with another scrum. Put in for Toledo.
On the defensive scrum, we want to turn the scrum a whole 90 degrees. When the scrum goes 90 degrees, we get the ball gets turned over to the other team, which would be ours. So that would be one of our goals at this point.
That's scrum sort of collapsed, so we're going to try it again. And let's try that again. And ball came out a little bit more hurried than I'm sure Toledo would have liked. They're going to kick the ball out. They were behind the 22, so we're going to get a chance here for Dayton. Show us again how those line-out skills are. See what they can do. Well, the good news is they've been keeping Toledo on their heels the entire game. From the opening kick, it's just they had the one, of course, but they haven't been able to punch it in so far. So at least it's in Toledo's half of the court, but just unable to actually push it through.
Yeah, I mean, we're showing some good promise. I mean, good support. I mean, just good rugby right now. I mean, just need to tighten a few things. I mean, it's the beginning of the game. Things will tighten up as we get into the game. The lineouts are solid. There goes John Hoskins back inside. And the rucks are just a way that Toledo can steal our ball there.
Yeah, good solid rucking is definitely a key, and Dayton has been all over that today.
There's Muzo taking the ball in.
And the ball's out to DJ, who kicks. John with a great follow-up here, and is able to score? Or did Toledo get the ball?
He's awarded the try.
That's great. Well, hey, that was after all that driving, it came to a quick play like that. We'll definitely take it. That's going to put Dayton up 10-0, and with here the chance to go for the conversion, make it 12-0. I'd say it's an easy kick. However, we saw how that's not necessarily always the case. So Ryan Moeller is going to be doing the kicking here. Let's see how that conversion goes. Well, after the conversion is good, that's going to make it 12-0 Dayton. And here we are. We're going to get set up for Dayton to receive the ball. Nice hustle by John and the team, and it's nice to see some points on the board. And here's the kick. Dayton with the ball. DJ who kicks it out. Not a bad kick. We'll take it. Ball at midfield here. Some fancy footwork by Toledo, but didn't really get him very far. Now it looks like Dayton might have a chance to steal this ruck. And sure enough, they do. Ball out for Dayton. DJ's going to throw it downfield a little bit farther.
Yeah, this is a day, the wind is going that direction, so you just keep putting the ball down there, forcing Toledo to kick the ball out and make mistakes.
And sure enough, ball goes downfield and out of bounds. We're looking at a lineup here. That's going to make it a Toledo throw in. Let's check how Dayton is on the defensive side of the lineouts. And it looks like a steal by Dayton. Nice work. Nice to see him get in front. Steve Butler with the ball. He gets it out. Ryan Muller decides to take himself. Has some room. Makes some room. Has some good support. Nice solid rucking by Dayton. Good numbers in there, not too many. Able to secure ball. Good stuff. Dayton, John with some nice ball control there.
Get on your man, get on your man!
A little bit of discussion.
Communication out of the...
Steve Butler with the ball, able to drive. Again, good support. Nice solid numbers by Dayton, doing some just great phase rugby. Ryan Muller throwing it out. John Hoskins with the ball again. Nice room to run. Good, solid, fundamental rugby here by Dayton. Nothing too fancy, nothing pretty. Just take the ball and go.
Yes, secure the rucks. And I mean, you just keep doing this and just driving downfield. Oh,
DJ King with a
very nice move.
And that puts another 3 points on the board. So with that, that puts Dayton up 15-0, and only really halfway through the first half. So it's nice to see Dayton just doing ball in hand, great phase rugby, and really taking it to Toledo, Steve.
Driving downfield, I mean, all the play is occurring in Toledo's half. We're winning the possession battle by securing those rucks, and kickoffs away, and DJ secures ball and kicks it back downfield again.
And it takes a great Dayton bounce here. Toledo going backwards again, and I have a feeling that's going to go out of bounds here. So here's a great opportunity. It looks like Dayton's going to get it in some great field position again. The lineouts have been very strong today. Let's see if they can take it home again. It definitely shows that you guys worked on the lineout, Steve. Very offensively and defensively looking much better than last week. And, that's the difference in the score in the game.
Right, exactly.
And again, Dayton with a great line out. Ryan Muller out to Muzo. Muzo driving forward with some support. Ball out, back to the forwards, Frank Harris. Not a whole bunch there, but was able to get up to the original ruck. Ryan Muller with a kick. And that's going to be brought back at a 22 here.
Yep.
See if Dayton can put some pressure on.
That's not a bad decision what Ryan did there. We've kicked it down. They have the 22 dropout, but still they're going to be kicking the ball back to us. And we'll see what we can do. We've got the ball here.
And a nice run there.
Still going. Nice support.
Great work by the backs. And still driving forward. Great rucking here. Dayton with another chance to score. Frank Harris in charge of this ruck, or it looks like Ryan Moeller is going to be able to get out and take control here. Muzo in support with George and Frank with him. George's ball is able to drag it in. Not quite. DJ out to Dave Glenn.
Come on, Dave! Come on, Dave!
Almost punches it in. Nice work by Dayton on a real quick pick up and go. Ryan Moeller out to DJ. From DJ to John. John over to Reza. Reza for the easy score. Well, Dayton's definitely taking it home here. That's going to make the score 22-0. And definitely a different Dayton than last week. The lineouts have been really making the difference. They're able to keep control of the ball versus giving it up on the lineouts, and really just, granted, their phase rugby has always been known as really good stuff, and just this week just taking it to Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see the difference today in Dayton's game. The game plan's going according to what the coaches prescribed for the team, and they're executing really well. The support is there, the rucks are sealed, everything's going real well.
And after the conversion, like I mentioned, it's going to be 22-0. Dayton really taking control here. A nice first half lead. Never want to sit back on it, but it's nice to be in this position. Dayton set to receive the ball again. Toledo on the kick. And really, it's all been a one-sided half. Everything's been down at Toledo's end, Steve.
It really is a one-sided half. We've got Dayton attacking really well. Securing the ball, like I said, in the rucks has been key. The lineouts have been really nice, winning our ball and also stealing one of theirs. When you have possession and you have the ball, the opposition can't do it. So this is just good rugby for Dayton.
Dayton doesn't seem to be in a hurry, doesn't seem to be making any silly passes that they shouldn't do, and it's definitely showing in the score. And here's the kick. And Reza takes it up. A little bit of ball passing and ball handling issues with DJ, who's able to recover and kick it out. And that'll be out of bounds.
Unfortunately, DJ was in front of outside his own 22, so that's going to be a line out back to where he kicked it from, unless there was another infraction.
Looks like the judge is signaling for a scrum here, so looks like, I think there might have been a knock on Dayton, which is probably the likely case. So that's going to be a put in for Toledo. This is really the only time Toledo's had the ball inside of our territory for any length of time here. That's not saying much. And great defense by Dayton. Almost stole the rock and definitely stood the defense of the opposing team up here, trying to get a maul going. I think Dayton might even have control of it. And
the ball, so therefore it's difficult for Toledo to do much with it.
It's heading towards the sideline. So it looks like Toledo's still got it, gets the ball out. Not much room there. Great tackling work. Dayton with some great defense here. Dayton with a chance to steal. And sure enough, looks like Ryan Moeller's getting ready to take the ball out and pass it to the backs. Should expect a kick here. Ball's out. DJ with a fake and a kick. Nice high kick, might be able to take it, but no, it goes out of bounds. So this time behind the 22. So we'll move downfield. Toledo gets the ball, but definitely good work by Dayton to get it cleared out.
The only time that Toledo had any meaningful time in our half, and it was cut short pretty quickly and decisively.
Yeah, they really didn't get a chance to even move the ball forward from where the scrum occurred. So great work by Dayton. And the Toledo lineout. Dayton was able to steal an earlier lineout. Let's see if they can repeat that. And a short out with Toledo passing the ball to the backs. Getting the ball out wide very quickly. Good ball work by them. And nice tackle by Dayton, able to possibly steal the ball here. And definitely putting Toledo on their back of their feet.
Yeah, the red shirts just seem to swarm those areas. This guy's running on his own, and it's going to be an easy poach. Unfortunately, there's an infraction further back, and Toledo has a penalty.
And the ball's out after a quick tap to the foot. And the kick. Dayton set up to return that. And the referee's going to stop the play again. This is really the first time we've actually seen Toledo really do anything on the Dayton side of the ball, and that really wasn't saying much. The only reason the ball advanced was from a kick, and that's coming back to Dayton ball anyway. So
yeah, now Dayton has the penalty. We're going to be able to clear out of this half. Now Dayton does have in this first half the advantage of the wind behind them, so it is a big advantage in a day like this. So Toledo will have that advantage in the second half to be able to try and come back.
Ryan Muller with the kick. And he gets it downfield and out of bounds. Definitely should score while you've got the wind in your favor, that's for sure. And take advantage of it while you can. Dayton looking very impressive so far. And the lineouts have really been strong, and it's good to see that.
Let's hope they can keep it going and just continue to tighten things down and become more methodical as the game develops.
And the line out, another great one by Dayton. A little bit of pressure, but I think they're going to get him for offsides. Or I think they're going to call Dayton for throwing it not straight.
Yeah, I don't think the throwing was straight, and he's signaling that it's going to be Toledo's choice of a scrum or a line out, and it looks like they're opting for the line out.
And here's the line out. You can definitely see the wind playing with the ball there. Some pretty sloppy ball handling there by Toledo, but nice breakaway. And is anybody going to catch him? And he's wide open to go, and slides in for the try.
Yeah.
Well, just over the 30-minute mark. That's going to put the game 22-5 in favor of Dayton. Just a small lapse on the defense there. I hate to see it, but good thing they've got the cushion of a slight lead to be able to handle that. What broke down, Steve?
Well, I think it was the back line being out of position, just not communicating very well, and leaving a guy uncalled. You've got to know who you're tackling and who's got who, and I think there was a breakdown there, and someone missed their guy.
Well, here we are getting ready to set off for the kick. Dayton's getting ready to kick the ball. We're looking at about probably 8-10 minutes left in the half here, just based on the amount of time. Really hasn't been too many stoppages of play, so.
No, there hasn't. There's not really been any injuries, so. Dayton up on the attack, and
nice work by DJ to get in there and put some penetration. Frank with the follow-up. Good work by Dayton to really drive Toledo backwards. And looks like they're going to get Dayton for diving in there.
yeah, you have to keep your feet. And they didn't. Quick ball.
Nice way to get the ball out. Dayton on the chase. A lot of room there. Dayton finally able to stop and get the ball back. Ryan Muller with the ball off to Reza. Reza with some support here. Should be a chance for Dayton to slow the ball down and everybody get back into position here.
Yeah, basically Dayton at this point is just slowing the ball down, allowing players to get back in position to go back on the attack, and that's what we're doing right there. Just a nice, well set ruck. DJ's kick, and we're back in their territory.
And a kick back to Dayton. Dayton decides to kick back. The ball a little outnumbered there, but just looks like a big kicking game. Unfortunately, Dayton seems to be on the losing end as Toledo's getting a little bit advanced here. Nice hustle by Muzo and a great tackle and great aggressive work by the Dayton defense.
They really drove them back there. It looks like we have stolen the ball.
Dayton getting the ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see a kick here once they get a chance to get it back to the backs. And here's the kick. DJ taking it out of bounds. It'll be a line out. Granted, outside of the score, Toledo really hasn't been in this half of the field too often. Be interesting to see if Dayton can put a stop to him or even possibly steal this line out.
Dayton really needs to get back in the flow of things. They've kind of boiled down a little bit. Need to get back on the hunt.
Seems like all the steam was taken out since that score.
Poop!
But I believe Dayton can get themselves back and bring it home.
Out!
Ball's out to the backs. Missed tackle there. A little bit of a maul going on, and it's brought down. Referee decides to stop the play here. I think he called Dayton for bringing that down a little quickly there.
It's going to be a scrum down.
Looks like Dayton scrum. Not sure what the call is then. It looks like we got someone down on the field. Never like to see that.
This time where the Dayton players can get a bit of a breather, talk about things, and see what they need to adjust to get back in the flow of the game, and to try and get some more points on the board.
Looks like Muzo was the injured player, but looks like he's doing all right, getting ready to jump in there on the scrum. Steve Button, Tom Greer on the side. And the Packs bearing down. Engaging. Dayton really controlling that scrum pretty well. Ryan Muller with a nice fake, gets some room. Gets back up. Tackles Reza.
Nice support by Reza there.
Last one. Right here! Right here!
Tom with the ball out to Muzo. Not much there. Has some support. Dayton with another chance here.
DJ! Ball's out!
Back out to the backs. DJ fakes to Dave Glenn, takes it himself, goes, passes, got some room, goes out wide. John's got some room to go, possibly in, gets tackled. Ball gets taken by Toledo. Toledo returning the ball. Nice tackle by John. Toledo still with the ball. Dayton all over like a swarm. Red jerseys everywhere. DJ King with the stop. Toledo gets the ball out in the kick. Goes out of bounds. Nice defense by Dayton. Too bad they couldn't score on it, but really nice defense. Nice to see everybody hustling and getting in position and really just putting a stop to Toledo.
Yeah, very, very good stream of things there. Putting Toledo on defense, making them kick the ball into touch to get possession back. So Dayton now has possession and we're in their half.
Well, Dayton with not much time here to put the ball in, but they'll take this line out. Another great line out by Dayton. And let's see if they can score again before the half. Ooh, bad passing there. Dave Glenn able to recover. Has some room. Ruck set. Dayton securing the ruck. Ryan Muller about ready to command the field. Passes it to the forwards. Drives forward. Good ball and handwork. The ball back out. Ryan with the kick. Didn't get too far. Got deflected. Another, look at that, tackle by Dayton. And Dayton with the ball back. Didn't get much. Of course, there's some sloppy play there, and it looks like the referee caught it. Dayton getting penalized here. Toledo going to take advantage. Toledo might just kick it out of bounds just to end the half. Well, apparently there's some time left.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a line out. We are close to the half, so Dayton's going to be real happy going into the, well, they don't really go into the locker room, but they're going to be real happy at going into the half with a substantial lead that they have. It's a pretty nice cushion to be having. But like I said, in the second half, Toledo's going to have this wind.
Dayton with a nice steal in the line out. That's great to see. Ryan Muller with the ball. Steve Butler faking a pass. He has tons of room there. Well, makes his own room and keeps driving forward. Great run by Steve. Good hustle.
Yeah, unfortunately, as he made that, tried selling that, the Toledo player, the biggest Toledo player on the field, just happened to not moved or followed his fake, so
Dayton gets caught on a knock, and that's going to be the half. Well, Steve, at the half, it's 22-5. Dayton looking really good. Definitely a really good half of rugby by Dayton. Really any team by any standards. That's good, solid rugby. And really, while there's always room for improvement, I would say that's one of the better halves Dayton's had in a while.